I need to take a load off.
Certainly. We're open.
I've heard the girls here can work wonders. I'd like to see that for myself.
Don't worry. Once my girls get their hands on you, you'll forget all your sorrows. At least for a little while.
I can't wait.
Excellent. Pay up, and we can get started.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly. No problem.
Do we have a deal?
You must be from a poor region. All right, then. Let's get to it. Follow me.
Hi. You definitely know what you're doing. I'd be happy to see you again, but I'm not giving you a discount. It wasn't that good.
Die! Go! 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 Ka! Ka!
Wait, friend. Come here. That hurt. We need to stop. One for these. I've travelled the whole world. Good day to you. Good day to you. Are you blind? You almost ran into me.
Slow down, idiot!
Easy, good horse.
What's that? I heard something. What? What do you want?
Wait, didn't Dirk used to come to your place in that
Aye, and he still does. But at least I have time to play dice. Feel like rolling a few tonight?
Hey, my lovely. Zizka told me you found something out about Liechtenstein.
If only just about him. I got a job in an alehouse, and I must have heard all the gossip about this sinful city. And about the Pope, the second Pope, Sigismund, Wenceslas, about the sickness of old men, the desires of young men, who I sometimes have to beat off with a stick. Simply everything. The tavern seems to be the fount of all knowledge.
You'll have to tell me more about the sinning part. That sounds interesting.
You youngsters are all the same. But work before pleasure. After we find Liechtenstein and free Cape Bon, we'll see.
I'll look forward to it. But anyway, about Liechtenstein. Anything new?
Well, there might be something. One of the girls I talked to told me her sweetheart frequents some nasty alehouse. And one of the regulars there recently started buying drinks for the whole house. Which is suspicious, because this fella is practically a beggar. Goatskin, they call him. They asked him where he got the coin, and he boasted that he was spying for some rich lord.
All right. That sounds promising.
Of course, it doesn't have to be Liechtenstein, but there can't be that many rich men who pay spies. And we have to start somewhere.
That's true. And you've spoken to this goatskin fella?
Not yet. I was rather hoping you'd do it. That grubby alehouse is a bit too wild even for me.
That's saying something. Well, trying to get sense out of drunken wretches is quite a skill of mine. Does this place have a name?
I'm not sure if it's a name, but the locals call it the Hole in the Wall.
I see the owner's got a sense of humor.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's a joke. You'll find it in Hot Prink. There's no other alehouse in that quarter.
So goatskin in the hole in the wall. I reckon I remember that. I'll go and check it out.
Before you go, I wanted to ask. Nobody ever told me why we're actually looking for this Liechtenstein fella.
Do you remember how we were tortured in Trotsky?
That's not something that's easy to forget.
Istvan asked us about Liechtenstein, and we revealed to him that he's here. Istvan sent Eric to tell von Bergov about it. His life might be in danger because of us.
All right. But who is he and what is he doing here?
He's a young noble from Jobst's council. His family have domains in Moravia and Lower Austria. He's here to gather information about the enemy for Jobst. And judging by how important it was for Istvan to find out where he is, he's a real thorn in their side. And they're out to get him.
So we're getting involved in noble men's schemes again. That means trouble.
I'll do my best not to get us mixed up in all that.
Sure you will. But it can't be helped. There's a war on, and we have to fight. Watch out for yourself, Henry. I have a bad feeling about that district.
You're not the only one. I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
What's that got to do with me? If you want to nose around here, you'll have to go through Chenyek.
And where can I find this Chenyek?
How do I know? He'll be round here somewhere. Or not. See if he's with Hugo.
And who's he?
You'll recognize him.
Right. I'm gonna see if I can find that Chenyek.
We're gonna get you, you half-one!
Filthy vermin. Why did you do that?
You're dead, you bastard! Dead!
I hope it didn't hurt anyone else.
Stop beating him!
Rise him up!
Are you going to do laundry today?
I don't think so.
It's a good thing Mutt isn't here. It's a good thing Mutt isn't here.
Filthy again. Damn.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you, and you don't look like you fit in here.
Look, I completely understand you. Evil times, spies everywhere. Ah, you must have been stumped by this gear of mine. Thing is, I necked him from some student bloke in Colleen, innit? I ganged up with this slut called Kuttenberg. She got her hooks in him when he'd had a skinful, and then I nicked all his gear and his glint. Poor bloke must have been mithered in the morning. Funny thing is, Kuttenberg's as ugly as a pig's arse, so he didn't even get a decent shag out of it.
So you're in the trade. Should have said straight off. Our door's always open to the brethren. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for Goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here.
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No. But there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd, seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knobhead. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is now?
No word. But I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. He don't stray far when he's on the job. Usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks. So I try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fella who likes to relieve drunks of their purses.
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but he's got a real talent for saving his own skin. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems after all you're a pretty handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
If you've got some job for me, you can tell me straight up. So what kind of work do you have for me?
A job worthy of your skills. But first, just a little test to see that you're not as dim-witted as that arsehole Goatskin. What is Wycliffe's first thesis?
Wycliffe's first thesis? What are you...
Not a good start. Second question. Which estate has the greatest reformatory potential?
The commoners.
Correct! The Reformation must start from the bottom and ignite like a flame in the hearts of all, so that in the end the Holy Church itself will be set ablaze with purifying fire.
I knew right away that the people who meet here in the hole are a different bunch.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the pauper. Last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
Sigismund of Luxembourg.
So you're a beggar, but the kind that likes to joke around. But that might actually prove useful. All right, now let's talk about the job. I'm sure you'll be glad to hear that it concerns your beloved emperor. It's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
And then I'll get cheaper beer, and you'll let me borrow your loaded dice?
Ha! You missed these people here by half a century. We call ourselves the Guild. We profess the ideals of equality and brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly justice is as fickle as a common whore, yielding to those who are in power.
Justice for me or the gallows. Aren't you afraid to end up there?
Friend, one must be willing to suffer for the truth. Sigismund is a usurper. And the church and the magistrates are but a lowly horse spreading her legs for Sigismund. As long as we go against Sigismund and honor the scripture, our souls remain pure.
What if I go and tell the bailiff you're calling him a whore? Just out of courtesy, you know?
Go ahead. Perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who are not harmed by Sigismund's presence in Bohemia. Maybe you don't mind selling a piece of your conscience by ratting us out. As for me, I will go to the town hall with my head held high. But you?
Yeah, don't worry. I was just teasing you. I think the same of Sigismund. Tell me about your operation here.
We are who we are, and we do what we do. Like the early church of Jesus' apostles, in unity and fidelity to his words. I'm in charge. I plan all our missions. Goliath is the muscle. Knuckles, well, he mostly complains. But he also knows his way around locks. But we're all equal. We share the profits equally, but we don't do it for the wealth. We want to drive Sigismund out of this town.
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? I don't have to talk you into it. That's great. We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
Here's to the guild.
To the guild! That reminds me. I'd like to throw a feast for the poor. The bigger the better.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund comes in. Because he's going to pay for the feast out of his own pocket.
That was a good one. How are you going to make that happen?
Me? No. You'll make it all happen. Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Path. Right under our noses, as up there he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders. Sausages, smoked fancy delicacies from Italy. While we're eating porridge, and you will steal all the food you can carry from that. And as a nice token, you will leave... Let's see... What would you leave there?
Money?
I told you Sigismund was paying for the fee. Cabbage. Leave Cabby. Get at least one head. Let him eat for. But I'm what? No. Don't even. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on.
Got it. What should I do with the stolen food?
You'll give it. It's not hard to find. There are also. When you're done.
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy his finds. Can I expect any help from...
If you need some. That's all I can.
How about some reward?
Keep a few sausages for yourself.
I prefer groschen.
Jesus looked around and said to his disciples, how hard it is for the rich to enter the... Children, how it is easier for... Let's get to work.
I didn't say I want to do it.
What are you waiting for? It won't bring you wealth or fame, but it's for a good cause. You are on our side, aren't you?
But something else got in the way.
Oh, fleeting worldly affairs.
A beer and a rag, please.
Are you blind?
Look out.
I'll be keeping an eye on you.
What did I do to you?
Oh, what do you want, you scoundrel?
I'm looking for this vagabond. Goes by the name of Goatskin.
I don't know him. But this is a miner's tavern. They'll know better than me. Or Weighman, the innkeeper, might know something.
I'm looking for this vagabond. Goes by the name of Goatskin.
Aye. Goatskin. That rings a bell. But I don't come here often. See if there's something you want to know, ask the miners.
Innkeeper,
This is their
let me
tavern.
hear.
What was I just thinking?
What'll it be, you bum?
Christ. You again?
I'm looking for someone called Goatskin. I hear he hangs around here.
Goatskin? That mangy piece of shit. He turns up on the street now and then. But he never shows his face in my alehouse. No Germans come here. Some Glück.
Goatskin's German? I didn't know that.
Goatskin's above all a slippery bastard who can't be trusted. I've no idea what language he speaks. What I do know is he likes robbing Deutscher merchants. And they don't come in here.
It sounds like you're not too fond of Germans.
It's the local yackers who can't stand them. I've got nothing against them fuckers myself. If you've got glint, come in and make yourself at home. If you ain't, then fuck off.
Any idea where I might find Goatskin then?
You could try asking in the Bathhouse, behind the yards in Hrade Quarter. They get a lot of well-heeled Deutschers in there. And some young wench there's been seeing Goatskin for a while now.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Have something at least, since I gave you the goods on everything. I helped you out, didn't I? Don't be a pinch purse, and cough up a bit of glint, eh?
Hey, guard. I have to tell you something. I ran into a secret band of thieves. They call themselves the Guild. They claim they're fighting against Sigismund, but all they really do is rob and steal.
Damn. That's a bit above my station. You'll have to go directly to Bailiff Plummel. If you don't find him at the town hall, he'll probably be at Geldstick's tavern.
Same to you.
Something that smells worse than they do.
That's not even possible.
Go sniff somewhere else.
What do you want here?
Take them off at night. Then take them off. Go and piss in a bucket.
My, what muscles you have. With a man like you, I'd feel safe even in the deepest, darkest forest.
What did I do to you? Mein Gott, du schon wieder?
I'm looking for a bloke called Goatskin. You don't know him, do you? I heard he hangs around this place.
Goatskin? That lousy bastard robs my customers. Deutschers mostly. And they're the very ones that pay best. What's worse, word's got around already. If you get hold of him, well, there's something I'd like to sort out with him.
I reckon we're talking at cross purposes. I need information from him. I'm not looking for violence.
We really are at cross purposes, then. Because I'm after something else. Besides the Germans. Goatskin also robbed a scholar from Prague. Jan Schindel, he's called. And I reckon he has friends in high places, because he went straight to the city council. Not good for business.
How will it help you if I find Goatskin?
Schindel complained to the council mainly because Goatskin nicked some scholarly stuff of his. He's one of them fanatic crackpots. So if you tracked down his things and returned them to him, he might drop his complaint.
Any idea what the scholarly stuff was? Books?
No idea. But he said something about constellations, and then something in Latin.
I'll see if I can find his things.
Great. If you find anything, take it straight to Schindel. He lives in the house of Vetter the scribe. And don't forget to tell him I sent you.
Right you are. Now, about that Goatskin.
What do you want to know?
Do you know where to find him?
Not the faintest idea. If I knew, we wouldn't be having this chat. I asked at the Black Horse. Dirty miners, right riffraff, that lot.
What did they tell you?
They claimed not to know anything, but they couldn't stop smirking, bastards.
I'll go and look somewhere else now.
Aye. If you do find him, watch out. He may look like a half-wit, but he's a right slippery snake.
Right.
What did I do to you?
I'll be keeping my eye on you.
What are you barging? Hey, what are you doing here? You're not allowed. Come on, come and have a sip. First you'll have a sip, then I'll have a sip of you.
What is it? Get lost, you vagrants! What are people gonna think?
I'd like to sword fight with you.
I'm glad to hear it. Master Nicholas will be happy to train you. If you're one of us.
One of you?
Aye. One of us honest Kuttenberg citizens.
And how can an honest man become a Kuttenberg citizen?
Well, it ain't that easy. You have to wait until there's a meeting of the council to accept new citizens. And you have to have 2 Kuttenberg citizens to vouch for you. We can't just take every man jack that comes along. That's clear. Then you have to appear before the council with your 2 supporters and pay your dues. If the council consents, you'll be accepted into city law.
I see. And when will the council be accepting new citizens?
Not for a while. Not more than half a year, though.
Oh, Sacra! I don't have that much time. How come it's only for citizens? Can't a decent man sword fight with you?
It's the Kuttenberg sword fighting hall, and it's reserved for Kuttenberg citizens. We wouldn't want any old stranger strolling in here learning our art, would we now?
Thanks for the information. I'll be going.
Watch where you're going.
Let's drink.
He wants to work on the ramparts. He also knows that times are hard.
That's the way I like it. I'm not going to have dogs like you sniffing around here.
There's no rush, is there? While the most merciful King Sigismund and his troops are here in this region,
Drink. To your health and mine. Hey, handsome.
I want to
Come and have a drink.
What do you want, stranger?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Do I know him? That fucker is the bane of our lives. Why are you even looking for an idiot like him?
He knows some things that I'd like to know too.
What would he know? A mangy vagabond?
Do you know where he might be?
How should I know? If I knew, I'd have told Adam long ago. He'd wring the bastard's neck in a trice. Last week alone, he robbed 3 of our customers. All German.
You know Goatskin's seeing one of your girls?
What? Nonsense. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past my girls, but I can't believe they choose to hang out with a vagabond like that.
That's what I heard.
Everyone badmouths whores. You know what it's like. Nobody stands up for them. But if it's true, then as soon as I found out who, she'll be out on her arse.
Why does he choose to rob Germans?
A German merchant always has more coin in his purse than a Czech one. Haven't you noticed that?
I'll give you some sweet nectar, and then maybe...
Thanks. I'll be going.
You're welcome. And have a word with Adam if you really want to find your Goatskin. He's the owner. I reckon he'd be keen to find him too. Tell me what you want before I change.
Do you have some pretty girl here who could, keep me company?
Don't worry. Once my girls get their hands on you, you'll forget all your sorrows. At least for a little while.
I can't wait.
Great, but it'll cost you.
Come here.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly, no problem.
Do we have a deal?
You'll have to make a better offer for this. Excellent. You won't regret it, sir.
Can't we at least have some peace and quiet at night?
Hey, are you Goatskin by any chance?
Yeah, that's me, What do you want?
I have a couple of questions for you.
Look, I didn't. I never told nobody. Nobody. I swear. I'll even swear to Samuel and his God if he wants.
What God? What the hell are you talking about?
Their God. You know, him up there. Whatever them people call him.
What people?
Sam and his lot. Like, them folks, innit?
Who the hell is Samuel?
You weren't sent by Sam.
I wouldn't be asking you if I was, would I?
You know, like, I promise not to talk about it no more. They'll kill me otherwise.
I get that, but do you think they'll just forget about it? How long do you intend to hide?
Until I have enough. You know, glint to take off.
Well, I could help you with that. I know a lot of people. Getting you out of town won't be a problem. If you help me, I'll help you.
That sounds, you know, promising. But I still need coin. I can't just pack up and take off.
Coin shouldn't be a problem. I'm starting to lose patience. I don't know these mysterious folks you're afraid of, but I'm here and they aren't. So if there's anyone you should be afraid of, it's me. Know what I mean?
I understand.
Good.
What is it you, like, want to know, like?
I heard you were spying for some nobleman. Is that true?
I was doing nothing but, you know, like, I was spying for 2 weeks.
Who is this Samuel you're so afraid of?
He just hired me. He's one of them lot. You know, them Jews, innit? He was nice to me till I started blabbering.
Do you know where I could find this Samuel?
Go to that, you know, synagogue. He hangs around it in front of it and people, like, brings him news of what's on the grapevine, you know. And evenings he sits around at the King Solomon. It's like a, you know, a Jewish tavern. But watch out. They ain't too welcoming towards our people there.
What is it you did as a spy?
Mostly I was standing guard in front of that palace, you know, like Rutard's place. I was watching for who was going in and out, see? You know, who, with who, where, when, and that.
And what went on there?
Well, people was coming and going, all sorts of nobles, and I'd tell Samuel what colours they was carrying, see? I was good at that. I remember pictures good, you know?
And there's another thing. Those things you stole from that scholar? You know what I mean?
That... What about it, like?
What happened to them? The owner wants them back.
I still have them.
Where?
In them secret, you know, tunnels under the city.
Tunnels? Secret passageways? Stop blethering and tell me where it is.
I ain't blathering. It's in the passageways beneath the city. I can find it. I've learnt the way. And if you give me a couple of groschen, I can teach you too. You can clear out my stash, and judging by the look of you, knowing your way round, you know, underground like, that ought to come in handy for you, innit?
Look, Goatskin, just because I was nice to you once, doesn't mean you can fuck with me now. Tell me what you know right this instant, or I'm gonna lose my temper.
Well, no need to fly off the handle, like... I'll tell you, of course. I was just thinking...
Goatskin, spit it out!
Oh, all right. It's like this. I know them passageways because I got my hands on this map, like. This old thief gave it to me. And when I, you know, got it in my head, like, I flogged it, see?
So you're telling me you don't even have the map?
No, but I know where it is, like. I flogged it to this thief. Angel, he called himself.
Called himself? So this angel is back in heaven now, is he?
Aye, He was hanged outside the city walls. He's still swinging there. And I know he had that map sewn into his coat. It were his most prized possession. But watch out. The gallows is guarded to stop quacks cutting off the dead bodies, bits and pieces, fingers and that, like.
Thanks. You've been a great help.
That's me through and through, innit? I'd better be off, like. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
Off you go.
What did I do to you?
God be with you, my friend.
G'day, g'day.
God bless.
Greetings to you.
I'll be keeping an eye on you.
What do you want here?
Why is this sticky?
Thanks for the herbal brew you sent me. My shoulder's feeling a lot better.
Herbal brew? I didn't send you any herbal brew.
Yes, you did. We talked about it at the market the other day.
We talked about the recipe. Right here. Rye bread. Doesn't
Danke.
spoil.
God be with you.
Sholem, are you lost? Or what would a goy want here?
Goy?
You do not know this word?
Sorry, I don't.
Then you are a goy. What do you want here?
I'm looking for Samuel.
What do you want with him?
Is that you?
There are many Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough for you, I'm afraid nobody else will talk to you.
All right. I'm looking for John of Liechtenstein. I heard you, or this Samuel, might know something about him.
I'm sure Samuel knows a lot. But I do not see why he should tell you.
Because I know a lot as well? Me and Samuel can exchange interesting information.
Why do you think you can tell me anything I need to know? I already know more than I want to.
You're the first person I've met who complains about knowing more than everyone else.
It is not pleasant to know things you can do nothing about. So what I need is someone who prefers action to talk.
All right. What do you suggest?
An exchange. Something in return. I have this one problem none of my people can fix.
Well, if your people can't handle it, why not?
You are no better than my people. But unfortunately, they were all born under our star, and that is a problem in this case.
I understand. What's this about, then?
You probably know that my people face outbreaks of hatred from time to time. Our house is plundered, people beaten up, sometimes murdered. Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies or poison wells. They always find some excuse. I have heard that such people are meeting in an old abandoned house by the wall in the mining district. I need someone to get among them, find out what they are planning, and warn us in good time.
All right, I'll do it. And then you'll tell me all about Liechtenstein.
Agreed. They usually meet at the start of the day.
At the start of the day according to my calendar, or yours?
I see you're in the know. At the start of my day, so when the first 3 stars come out.
Right, so they meet after sunset. The miners' district, an abandoned house with a small yard by the ramparts.
That's right. I reckon you can still catch up with them there today, if you get them to let you join them. Try and find out what they're planning, and then come and see me, and you'll have fulfilled your side of the deal.
You'll keep your end of the deal, I hope.
Don't worry. I keep my promises.
Rye bread doesn't spoil. Come and buy some good bread.
Day. And with you. Don't you think I don't know who you are?
Hey! Hey! Open up! Open up!
Underworld, what are you doing, Moishe?
Foot's a caporra piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
Du wirst sterben!
Didn't see that coming, huh?
You know, you've got a saying for moments like this. If you can't bite, don't show your teeth.
You should never have come snooping around where you don't belong. That Philistine Sigismund has sent all sorts of bastards and spies after me.
Look, I'm not...
But I have to say, you're about the cheekiest mamser of them all, asking me straight out about Liechtenstein.
But I'm not... I'm not Sigismund's spy.
Oh, you're not? So whose spy are you then?
I was sent by Sir Radzig Cobbler. Liechtenstein knows him.
A nice tale. Can you prove it?
Yeah, my sword. It's got Sir Radzig's crest on it.
Well, unfortunately for you, I haven't the slightest ahnung who that is.
Jakob, wait. I've changed my mind. He's coming with us.
Wait, who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Wenches or the neighbour's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure, but he says he knows you and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort and bodyguard.
Quite. Quite. But tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
Well, I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
In a word, badly.
Oh, how's that?
I hardly know where to start. I'm lucky to be alive. In any case, neither von Berghoff nor the League of Lords are planning to join Jobst.
Good God! I need a drink now. But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
Yes, but it was touch and go.
I like exciting stories.
Well, you'll love this one then. Apart from being ambushed and almost killed, Capon ended up on the gallows for poaching.
A nobleman? On the gallows for poaching?
Well, he looked more like a tramp than a nobleman at the time. He really did have a noose round his neck, though. But it all worked out in the end.
Good gracious! But tell me, who ambushed you?
Well, that's interesting as well. Istvan Toth and some others.
What? That sneaky rat from Kuttenberg? He's still alive?
Not anymore.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
Death to the enemy.
What happened next?
Von Berghoff was attacked around the same time by the same men, so we thought we were on the same side as him. And we wanted to help him catch the bandits as a goodwill gesture.
Why didn't he catch them himself?
He tried. We found out for him that the bandits were holed up at Nabokov. When he sent his soldiers to their lair, we went with them. We wanted to be there and get Istvan.
And that's where you killed him?
No. We were nearly killed ourselves. Again.
By Istvan?
No, he wasn't there. The bandits were led by a fella who fucked us right up, and von Bergov's entire force, too. He lured us into a trap and slaughtered everyone. Me and Capon were the only survivors.
It sounds like your guardian angel never gets a moment's rest.
Yeah, there was some luck in it. But it was more that Zizka knew he could get a ransom for Capon.
Wait, Zizka? He's the one who almost killed you.
Aye. He's called Jan Zizka, of Trotsnov.
Well, blow me down. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well.
And what the hell was Istvan Toth doing with him?
It turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side, and Istvan had to flee.
So when did you kill that bastard?
Not till some time later. Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toth, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then. And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Berghoff took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
Well, it could have been worse.
That's the way of the world. For my part, I'm forced into hiding. as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. Ah, if only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as that happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobst just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Ah, Jobst.
If we cause trouble for Sigismund, it could threaten his plans, he said. That's cowardice if you ask me.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just...
No. My first concern...
And then...
That's all.
Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How...
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh.
Because you move in certain circles.
And...
You conspire. You hear all the rumors.
So?
So you might know where they're holding him.
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Well, it'll be tougher than I thought, but that can't be helped. I'm gonna have to get him out of there somehow.
I admire your keenness, but...
But that is the most insane idea I've heard so far today.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who'll help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him...
All right. I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a whole lot. All right, I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days.
Wait a moment. We have something that belongs to you, I think. Your sword.
Ah. Yes. That's a fact.
I must say, it is a fine piece of work. Where did you get it?
My father, Lord Radzig Kobbler, gave it to me for safekeeping.
Uh-huh. He clearly knows about such things. It is nice work.
Because it was made by a great swordsmith.
I can see that. Take care of it.
I will. Don't worry.